In pursuit of knowledge, every day something is added. In pursuit of the Tao, every day something is dropped.
Hello and welcome to our 10th recording with Chris Ernshaw, 22 Steps into Spirituality based on ancient Freemason wisdom. And hello and welcome back. It's our 10th recording. So if you're first time tuning in, we have an introduction. We have all kind of goodies. So please maybe check that out as well. And of course, this is not only for Freemasons, it's open to everyone. So please enjoy this very hands-on wisdom that Chris is sharing with us. And with this, I'm giving the floor to you.
Thank you. So today we want to be looking at the working tools of the soul. These are practical instruments for working on your inner self, your inner identity. And we use these tools symbolically for self-transformation. There are 3 working tools. There are more in Freemasonry, but initially there are 3. There's what we call the 24-inch gauge. A gauge is a ruler, a measurement of 24 inches. 24 inches is, in real terms, that's about 80 centimeters, I suppose. Then we have a gavel. A gavel is another name for a certain type of hammer, which is used together with a chisel. On a normal hammer that hitting nails, the hitting surface is quite small, but a gavel is much larger and easier to hit the chisel with. So these are the 3 working tools. And the idea is to use these to refine and harmonize one's inner nature. Let's start with the first one, the 24-inch gauge, and the teaching is the same as in Freemasonry. It's to do with time and balance in one's life. And we will look at how you use your time through the day. This also can be perhaps associated with the Chinese yin and yang as well, as there's a kind of balance and stillness. Yin and yang are always in movement, but because there's balance, there's an element of stillness there. Then to look at the second one, the Common Gavel. So this is used for breaking off the rough surface or protruding bits of stone. The objective is to make a perfect cube. And so you want flat surfaces, and we start by breaking off the larger pieces of the stone, what we would think of. So in thinking in our own situation, we might think of these as bad habits or vices or imperfections. And in Taoism, we would think of this as letting go of what is not needed for refinement. And the last instrument is the chisel. And this brings the rough stone closer to the perfect cube and making the surface very shiny, smooth. That's the word I'm looking for. And so we're coming down to subtle refinement and a shaping of our character. An application of the chisel would be for practicing mindfulness. So here are some ways we can use these 3 working tools. The first is an audit of your time, self-reflection. How are you using your time? So for a few days, make a note in your diary or a journal how you actually spend your time. It's surprising how much time we waste with coffees or talking to colleagues about insignificant things. And we have to allocate these into 3 sections: work and productive activity. So is talking to your colleague part of your work, or is it just shooting the breeze? The second is, of course, rest and rejuvenation, which includes meals. And then the third one is to do with service or connecting with your community. And in Masonry, this is referred to as a time for reflection and prayer. In Freemasonry, we recommend 30% allocation to each of these pursuits. Yes. And how do you find that in your day? Are you spending too much of your time working, not enough time relaxing and rejuvenating yourself, or too much time doom scrolling or something else? Anyway, so it's a self-audit. The second is to do with the Common Gavel. So we're talking about choosing a habit or a thought pattern that we think is interfering with our life. We're in the habit of doing something, but it isn't beneficial to either us or our family or others. So perhaps this is something we should change consciously, observe it, and see if we can do without it. And the third one is having broken off these large parts and identified habits and thought patterns we want to change. We bring it down to the smooth surface with the chisel. And when you have time to meditate or during a quiet time, you think upon that trait that you want to refine. And you can repeat a mantra to yourself. For example, with patience, I change XYZ, or with patience, I am shaping my true self, or something similar. So a useful verse to think about from the Tao Te Ching, chapter, I think it's 48. In pursuit of knowledge, every day something is added. In pursuit of the Tao, every day something is dropped. And that concludes chapter 9.
10.
9. You said 10, but we have an introductory lesson as well. Yeah.
Okay.
So that comes to 10. So it's actually chapter 9, but it's the 10th video.
All right.
We're both
Okay.
correct.
Then we have a big breakdown of systems. We can't publish such kind of error recording.
It's not an error. We're both correct. So it's
all right.
Win.
Then I apologize. It's chapter 9, but you confused me with halftime. That was why the confusion started.
Yes.
And I was the whole time listening to you and doing the math over and over again. It cannot be halftime. I'm not mentally, and it actually is not. All right. Thank you so very much. And again, if this is your first video watching with us, please join our little community. And if you've done some of these practices that Chris is sharing with us here from his upcoming book, you're actually privileged to pre-knowledge. Then just give some comments that you did the exercise, how you felt it, how this was your reaction. We're very much interested to get your response on these exercises. And with this little intersection, thank you so very much for listening, and see you again on the real 10th episode. Thank you very much.
Yes.